Hello guys, welcome back to the Red Devil Stand with all the latest Manchester United news and transfer news. There are some excitement going on around the transfer market regarding the Manchester United club. So yeah, we will get into a lot of things today. There are a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things happened yesterday night. So we will talk about it. Lots of points, lots of incredible point, exciting point, and some are really frustrating as well. You know, when it comes to Manchester United, there is always a niche point that we always need to talk about. So yeah. So without any further ado, let's get started. There are some news coming out regarding the David De Gea situation. As we all know that Manchester United been in a bit of a tricky situation with David De Gea right now, as he has only 1 week of contract left in him. So after 1 week he will be a free agent. So if he decides to go for another club, we won't be making a single penny from David De Gea. And there has been some news coming out from the media that David De Gea's bid to bring Man United back into talks over a new contract is being strengthened by Erik ten Hag's reluctance to splash the cash on a new keeper. See, we all know that Manchester United have a limited budget this season, as we have already discussed in our channel in previous videos, that yeah, we will spend around 200 million, but our budget is not 200 million, it's 120 to 150. I guess it's around 120. So the other 80 or 90 million we can achieve, we can accumulate from selling our players, which we haven't done already. So that's a bit of a point to be noted. So, and they have gone along and said that De Gea 32 will become a free agent next weekend, and United have told him he will have to take a significant cut on his current 375k a week wages to extend his 12-year Old Trafford stay. See, we have already said these things, right? That if De Gea wants to say, if Erik ten Hag decides, if our club and David De Gea both are in an agreement to stay in Old Trafford for maybe a year or two, we needs to get his wages down from 375k to maybe at least 200k. So yeah, it will happen if De Gea decides to stay and if Erik ten Hag wants De Gea to stay. And see, the thing is that what they have said in this article, that it's not that De Gea wants to stay or Erik ten Hag wants him to stay. Obviously, we have seen in our last season, after any post-match conference or even in pre-match conferences, guys, you know, that Erik ten Hag has defended David De Gea a lot of time. He have always said positive things about De Gea. He never blamed him for anything, for any loss or any kind of thing. He never did that, and that's a really professional behavior from Erik ten Hag's point of view. So yeah, I don't think that Erik ten Hag is, that much disturbed with the thought that yeah, David De Gea can be our goalkeeper next season as well. Because let's not kid, believe me, I know that some of you guys may not want De Gea next season, some of you guys may want De Gea next season, whatever that is, whichever that is. But the main thing is, after all that he's been through, after all the criticism, after all those things, he still managed to get the Golden Glove, right? He still managed to get the Golden Glove in his, maybe not in his worst form, but not even in the last year. Yeah, he was in good form, but not his best. But he still managed to get the Golden Glove, guys. So yeah, that's something to remember. That's remarkable, actually. But yeah, I get the point. If anyone wants a goalkeeper like Andre Onana or Diogo Costa, I get that. I get that myself as well. Because if Erik ten Hag, as we have seen in Ajax, that Erik ten Hag prefers to play from the back, which he hasn't been able to do so with De Gea, as his distribution ability is not that up to the mark. Yeah, his saving ability is top notch, top drawer, but not his passing ability. We have seen that as well. So yeah, the thing is that I'm pretty sure when this transfer market started, I don't know whether you guys will agree with or not, I'm pretty sure Erik ten Hag's primary targets were 2 strikers, a Casemiro backup, a centre back, and a young goalkeeper maybe. If he is reluctant to splash a lot of money in goalkeepers, as the mirror is saying, that Erik ten Hag is reluctant to splash a lot of money on goalkeeping situation right now as it stands with the current owner we have, the Glazers. So yeah, I don't think that Erik ten Hag was planning to spend at least 50 to 60 million in a goalkeeper, especially when he needed at least 2 strikers. And when I say 2 strikers, I'm not kidding, man. Believe me or not, we need 2 strikers. We just say for a moment, let's say that we go out and buy 1 striker in this summer window, okay? Whether it's be Hoyland or anyone else, whoever that be, we get 1 striker. Who we have got as a backup striker? Anthony Martial, right? I'm not saying Anthony Martial is a bad player or something like that. No, he's a good player, he's a decent player. But the main problem with Anthony Martial is right now that he haven't played a 90-minute game for at least near about 3 years now, man. It's been almost 3 years that Anthony Martial have played a full 90-minute game. And that is really messed up. And that just, shows us that how inconsistent regarding the fitness Anthony Martial is. So we can't rely on a striker who will back up us and who gets injured a lot of time every time of the year. So yeah, we needed 2 strikers. Maybe we needed to sell Anthony Martial as well, which we haven't been able to do. In our selling department, we have done the deal we have done is negligible. It's just negligible. We have done nothing about it, not even signing plus. It's 25th June right now. We will have our first tour match in 12th of July. Only 2 weeks left, man. Only 14 to 15 days to go to our tour matches. What we all have been saying for the past few videos over and over again, that we need good players, we need new signings before we go to the tour matches, and it's already 25th June and we haven't signed a single player. The only player we have been connected and was in a verge of signing, it was Mason Mount, and we already, kind of walked away from that deal, as we have covered in our previous videos that he have walked away. And there have been some news coming out from the UK outlets as well yesterday night, from Ben Jacobs, as well as you guys have checked my community post that I have posted a comment there from Ben Jacobs that the bid that Manchester United put, the third bid, 50 million plus 5 million in add-on, that is on the table. We have walked away, but the deal is still there. If Chelsea wants to change their mind and think we can do that deal happen with 50 plus 5 millions in add-on, so yeah, we may entertain them subject when they comply with us on that particular price range. But yeah, we will not be paying 65 million for Mason Mount. Because the thing is that it's simple. It's simple. Because 1, it's overpriced, and 2, Manchester United do not have the budget to spend 65 million on a player on number 8 position. We can't do that. We would still be needing a striker, at least a striker, a centre back, a goalkeeper. So how could we buy all those things if we spend 65 million on Mason Mount? That's why Manchester United being so rigid with that 55 million budget, with 55 million price tag for Mason Mount. Yeah, we want that. Maybe Erik ten Hag wants him, but not more than 55 million, right, guys? It would be really overpaying for a guy who haven't been playing well for the past couple of years. So yeah, 55 million is overpaying in my mind. 45 million should have done the deal. They have done a deal regarding Kovacic and they have sold to Manchester City for 25 million, man. Only 25 million. I'm pretty sure if some other club was asking for Mason Mount, this wouldn't be the case. They wouldn't have asked that stupid amount of money of 65 million pounds. It doesn't work that way. And see, we have that image that we have built. We as in Manchester United have built over the past few years, that we have overspent a lot of money. See, in the past decade, United did 33 major signings, and in that 33 major signings, we have spent 1.59 billion euros. We have spent 1.59 billion euros for those signings, and regarding some researches, we overpaid by 240 million. We overspent 240 million. I can just right out of my head, I can give you some examples where United have overpaid. We have paid around how much? 57 to 60 million for Fred to Shakhtar. And I still remember that year. I still remember that news coming out that Shakhtar have popped up their bottle of champagne because they couldn't believe that what Manchester United would have put bid in for Fred. They really thought it was a misprint. The first bid, the final bid that gone on from Manchester United to Shakhtar, it was on a fax. So when they received that fax, I still remember the story, they thought it was a misprint. They thought it should be around 18 to 20, and they got a 58 million bid for Fred, and they were like over the moon, man. So yeah, we have been paying a huge amount of money for the players who doesn't deserve it. We have paid 100 million to Ajax for Anthony. He was 55 million on the March of 2022. If we would have gone out and bought Anthony at March or even on April, we could have got him for 55 million. But we have paid Ajax 100 million fee for Anthony at the end of the season, as Ajax couldn't find a replace for Anthony. They have hyped up the price for Anthony, and we have paid that. We have paid staggering 85 million for that fucker as well, Harry Maguire. So we have been doing this kind of deal. We have overpaid a lot of time, so much time, that we make an impression to the transfer market that yeah, Manchester United can and will pay a stupid amount of money which a player don't deserve. And I'm not saying that's the player's fault, not at all. It wasn't Anthony who was asking for 100 million. It wasn't Harry Maguire who was asking for 85 million. It wasn't Fred who was asking for 60 million. It wasn't Amad Diallo who gave given a thumbs up for 25 million plus 15 million in add-on. So no, I am not blaming the players at all. It's our club decisions, and we know very well how our club has been running for the past few years, for the past decade. So yeah, man, it's in shambles right now. To be very honest, our transfer market this season is in shambles right now. We haven't got one signing. We haven't been able to sold any kind of players. We have not reached the point of conclusion regarding our club sale process. Nobody knows what will happen. Not even the authority figures know what's going to happen. What is our final budget? I don't know. I really don't know. So keeping that in mind, spending $65 million on Mason Mount would be really a stupid deal to do. So I think Manchester United have done the right thing over here. And see, if we go for CAICEDO, let's say that Manchester United, as the news are coming out, that there is a thin link with Manchester United and CAICEDO, but yeah, it will cost us even more, but it does make sense though. If we get Mason Mount, yeah, we get a player who can play that advanced midfield job, right? Yeah, we get a decent player who can play the advanced midfield job, let's say. So do we have some players who can do that right now? To my opinion, yes, there are. We have got Bruno Fernandes, we have got Eriksen, and if we are not able to sell Van de Beek, we have still got him for that position as well. Who knows that he will play really well next season? He can, or maybe he will not even appear in any match as well. So we don't know that Van de Beek situation, but there is still some players who can do that number 8 job. Give me one good example who we have got when we are not able to, get Casemiro in our squad if he's out for injury or something like that. We haven't got anyone. So if we get CAICEDO, we have that Erik ten Hag will get that option, to change and to be very honest, even if Casemiro is fit, even if he doesn't, get any red cards or something or any kind of suspension, still it's 90 minutes for 60 games. We can't expect Casemiro to play 60 games of full 90 minutes. We can't expect that from a player. He will eventually get, fatigued and tired. Even if he doesn't get injured, he will get tired. And as we have seen in the past year, the last year we have played, that our players were tired, as Erik ten Hag wasn't able to rotate the squad as much as he would like. As we have seen Manchester City doing, as we have seen Arsenal doing, their bench are strong. We can't replace Casemiro with players like Fred or McTominay. We can't just do that. It's unacceptable. So yeah, getting CAICEDO, it may cost a bit of money more, but I think it makes sense. It makes sense. And see, we need to sell players. We need to sell players to buy players. Other than that, it doesn't matter if we go and buy Mason Mount or Caicedo. It won't matter if we can't able to sell player in time. In time, that is the most key part in this conversation, I guess. That we need to let go of our players in time so that we can make some deals happening regarding our signing, and so that Erik ten Hag can get his players at least 60% of his signing before the tour starts. And it's 12th July the tour will start, and it's 25th June already. It's shambolic, man. It's shambolic. It's just utter disgrace. I would say that. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. We have done nothing about it. So please let me know, guys, in the comment box, that what should we do about it? Really, what should we do about it? What would you have done if you were put in that kind of situation, you know? I just think it's my opinion, though it's only my opinion. Please let me know if you guys agree with it or not. I think if we get Caicedo for 65, or maybe it would be a really good deal if we can get 60 plus 15 million in add-on. So if we get Caicedo, 60 gone, right? If we go out and get Haaland, it would cost us around 50 million. So 60 plus 50, 110 gone. Okay. Let's think that we have got that 200 million budget after selling our players. So 110 gone. We need a defender, we need a centre back, which will cost us around 35 million, right? So let's say 30, so it would be 140 million. If we keep De Gea, it doesn't make sense to go out and buy Andre Onana or someone like Diogo Costa, because as I said earlier, it would be really stupid for us to pay two goalkeepers a weekly wage of 200k, even more than 200k. You know, it doesn't make sense that a club is paying 200k weekly wage to two goalkeepers. It doesn't make any sense. So if we retain De Gea, I don't think that we will buy Andre Onana or players like Diogo Costa. So we may go out and find a young goalkeeper who can be an understudy under De Gea. So we can do that. I think that was the plan from Erik ten Hag from the beginning. That's why he was so delighted with De Gea's performance in the last year. So I think that could happen. So if we go and do that deal, we may be able to find a goalkeeper within 20 million, maybe 15 million. So there you go with 150 million. We still got 50 million left to buy maybe another striker, a young striker, or we can go out and now scout that if we get a Mason Mount substitute in a lower price from all over the Europe, or maybe from the South American continent, we can get that. That's the exact purpose the scouts have. They need to scout out some good players in cheap options. We need that. We have been overpaying for players year in, year out. We should stop that right here, right now, in this year. We should stop overpaying. And we have done that. We have done that with Mason Mount deal. And I absolutely think, if you ask me, that Erik ten Hag has a big role on that. I think Erik ten Hag has a big role to play on that for not entertaining such offers for some stupid amount of money to pay. Yeah, I know that we have done that the next year with Erik ten Hag with Erik ten Hag's authority. We have done that. We have paid 100 million for Anthony. But I'm pretty sure he was desperate to get him. That's why we had to do it, because as usual, Manchester United negotiators were shit enough to not make the deal done on the month of March or April or something like that. I guess in March or April, Erik ten Hag wasn't even in our club as well. So yeah, not even in March, I guess. Yeah, so definitely not in March. He wasn't in our club. We haven't yet signed Erik ten Hag as our manager in March, I guess. So yeah. So this is all the things that been going on around Manchester United right now. So I will come with some new updates, with some latest news as well. So please guys, let me know in the comment box, what do you think about this situation? What do you think Erik ten Hag should do? Do you agree that we should go for Caicedo? We need that Casemiro backup, as we have done the poll. And I have seen that if the majority of you wants to walk away from the Mason Mount deal, and the majority of you wants Caicedo. to Manchester United to move on to that CAICEDO deal. So yeah, thumbs up to you guys, kudos to you guys for giving that vote, for doing that poll. I will bring out some other poll as well to entertain us, to keep entertaining. So let me know, hit the like button if you liked what we just did. So please hit the like button and subscribe button, and yeah, we will see you in the next video. Okay guys, goodbye, take care.